Hello, welcome to my channel and today's video. Today we'll be talking about Merit. They did send me some products over to try like months and months and months ago, and I decided to do like a pretty in-depth full review on what the products are and how I feel about them, using them long term. So if you're interested in finding out about Merit products and the brand itself, then go ahead and keep on watching. So before I jump into the actual demo of each product and talking about what it is, how it works, how I like it, I do want to give you a couple of tidbits on Merit. So they are basically a minimalistic luxury beauty product brand. They obviously sell makeup, but they are clean, they're vegan, and they are cruelty free, so that is the same for all of their products. They are EU compliant and they're free from over 1,400 potentially unsafe ingredients. So all of the product components are 43% recycled plastic, and then everything that they ship in, from the mailers to anything like that, is either recyclable, reusable, or compostable. I specifically got the 5-minute set from them, so that's what I will be reviewing and talking to you today about. The only product that I don't have is the highlighter. So I do think Merit is a pretty decent company when it comes to sustainability and creating like a minimalistic line. But let's jump on into me demoing the products and talking about what they are and how to use them and all of that good stuff. Obviously going to be starting out with the foundation, and I do have two different foundations. This is the Minimalist, and I have it in Bisque and Tiger Eye. So Bisque is my overall color, and Tiger Eye is something that I use for contouring. Basically, when I was sent these items, they didn't have the highlighter available, so they said pick another product. And I do like cream contours or bronzers or whatever you want to call it, so I picked that up, and I'm going to use both of them today. This is the product, and I do like to do one layer, blend it out, and then I like to do another layer for areas where I feel like I need way more coverage. I wouldn't say that this is a sheer foundation, but it definitely doesn't cover everything. It's definitely not full coverage. So I'm going to be using the brush number 1 to blend it out, which is also by them. So basically you get 0.13 ounces of the foundation, which is 3.7 grams for $38, and then the brush is $30. It's a pretty densely packed brush, really good for anything that's cream related. I also use this to buff out the bronzer and the blush and things like that. So it does come in 20 different shades, which isn't like amazing, but it's not the worst range that I've ever seen. I think they did a pretty okay job. Could they expand more? Absolutely. It's a buildable light to medium coverage, so you definitely can't get this to be a full coverage, but if you don't have really bad skin, you generally don't need that. I like for my freckles to sort of still peep through, but cover all like the redness and kind of make it look all nice and cohesive. It does have sea daffodil extract in here, which helps diminish the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots. So I do love a foundation that is skincare and makeup in one. The more you use it, the better your skin is going to be. And it also has fatty acids in there that conditions skin and locks in moisture, so you're never going to look dry and cakey. I've had dry patches before on my face, and using this foundation didn't aggravate it anymore. So I'm gonna go in and apply a little bit more, basically like a second layer, and definitely more in the areas where I like more coverage. And then the brush is Extra Soft Vegan Bristles, which is really, really nice that this product is also vegan. It's very finely packed, but still super, super soft, and it doesn't absorb a ton of product, which is great because when your products are expensive, you definitely don't want your brushes eating up like a good majority of it. So that's really nice. It distributes the product really, really well. As of right now, I'm okay with this. I'm gonna go in and do a concoction of concealers because I literally can't ever get the right shade. So I'm just using a beauty blender to blend this out. This basically has nothing to do with any of the Merit products, but I will say that anything that's not Merit related blends really well into everything that's Merit on my face. Like, it's never pulling apart, it's never pooling, it's never pilling up, and it just kind of blends really nicely and plays really nicely with everything else. So now I'm going to take Tiger Eye, and I'm going to put that in places where I would contour. And like I said, I use the same brush, and I'm just going to kind of stamp this into my skin because I really don't want to go below my cheekbone line, and stamping it does a really good job diffusing everything. I think it's a really nice and blendable formula, so you're not having to really struggle to disperse the product. I really actually enjoy this foundation as a contour. It's just like the right amount of subtle, and the undertone is really nice. So I do enjoy how it's looking right now. I will apply just a tiny bit little more of the contour, just kind of a little bit towards my hairline to really get it up in there. So I do like to set this, especially when I use the Auric Glow Lust underneath. So I'm just going to set the areas where I just don't want shine, or the areas where I get oily. The next product that I want to talk about is going to be the blush. So this is the Flush Balm in Terracotta. I just think this is literally the perfect color. I like a good, like, more of a like brick color versus anything pinky for the face. And I'm gonna go and use a beauty blender to just blend this out just a tiny bit. I like to put some on my nose to bring my face a little bit more aliveness. And the beauty blender just kind of mushes it all together, which I do really, really enjoy. This is a cheek color. It's 0.31 ounces or 9 grams of product for $28. There is 5 shades of this, and it's a cream tint that melts into the skin from from within color, so it's just a little bit of a flush. It has microfine pigment in it, which basically deposits like small amounts of color onto your face, so it's not like, oh my god, I just applied blush all over myself. It has a light balmy finish, so it's never going to look cakey, and it is a low weight emollient that doesn't clog your pores, and it also has vitamin E, which conditions your skin. So definitely all of the skin products have skincare in them, which is chef's kiss for me. So the next product is going to be a brow item, but because I do have sparse brows, I do like to fill them in with a pencil before I go in with any kind of brow product. So I'm just gonna gently fill in the areas that I am like missing hairs, because my eyebrows just don't like to grow in how I want them to. It looks like a mascara tube, but don't be fooled. The long part is actually the little brush, and the product is in the smaller part, which is the opposite of a mascara. This is the Volumizing Pomade. You get 0.08 ounces for $24, and it does come in 3 different colors. It's made with mineral-based formula that provides flexibility, basically stays on all day without smudging or flaking, which I will agree to. I got it in the color brown, just because I do like my brows to be sort of darker than the rest of my hair. So filling it in with like a taupe pencil and then going over with like a brown pomade really, I think, gives it that nice color. So this is definitely a product that is the no makeup thing, where if you have great brows to begin with and you just like to toss a little bit of color on them and go about your merry way, this is definitely the product for you. For someone with sparseness, this is definitely not something that I can use just by itself, unless I had just recently dyed my eyebrows, which I do sometimes. And this product is like perfect. You throw it on and you go, and like you don't even worry about it. It definitely holds my eyebrows into place, but if you have sparseness, this is definitely not a one-stop shop for you. It does have vitamin B5 in here, which adds flexibility and encourages fuller looking brows over time. So this is definitely a good product to keep using and using to get better brows. It has kaolin, clay, and mineral pigments built for that natural looking color, so it doesn't look like I actually just like painted my brows. And then it does have a taper precision brush that makes it easy to coat every single hair, and that is true as well. Sometimes even gets like your baby hairs, so just be careful about that. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna do my eyes really pretty simply, but this has nothing to do with the review, so I'm just gonna do this really quickly, and I'll see you for the mascara. That's it. That's all I want to do. So the next, we're talking about the Clean Lash. This is a lengthening mascara. I love the way that this looks. It's super sleek. I love the black and the gold. That's a vibe for me. Definitely really love that. You get 2.5 ounces, which is 7 grams of product for 26 doll hairs. It defines, separates, and lengthens lashes for a wide awake look. I think that that is spot on description wise for what the mascara does. For some reason, I find it really hard to talk while I'm doing my mascara. It separates so well, it doesn't clump, and I think it doesn't clump because it is a tubular mascara, so it coats each lash with a little tube, which makes it really easy to actually take this mascara off. There's no raccooning going on when you do it. It literally just slides off and you get little parts of mascara on your fingers. It's kind of really cool. There's no tugging, which is nice because you're not losing hairs from your eyes when you're taking off your mascara, because with some mascaras that happens and you're like, I had 5 eyelashes and now I have 3. I actually love the wand. It's a very tapered precision wand, but it's like your standard wand. It's not plastic, it doesn't bend, it doesn't wobble. So those are my favorite, and I think they do the best of making your lashes not clump. It does have fatty acids and olive oil esters that condition the lashes, and vitamin B adds shine. And it is plant-derived rice bran wax, which helps structure and lengthen your lashes without looking like spidery or not realistic. I think this is a beautiful formula. On my bottom lashes, I literally just need 1 coat. And then the last thing that I have to talk about, because I don't have the highlighter, is the Shade Slick. I have it in the color Au Naturel. This is actually a tinted lip oil, and you do get 0.23 fluid ounces for $24. It comes in 4 different colors, and I am obsessed. This is a in-between an oil and a light stain. It has rosehip oil, omega-3, 6, and 9 essential fatty acids that encourage healthy barrier function and provide antioxidant benefits. As shea butter and grapeseed oils to condition and soften the lips, and then jojoba oil creates a protective barrier to lock in the moisture. I'm gonna put some finishing spray on my face, fix up my hair, and then I'll jump back on and kind of wrap up the video on how I feel about each product. So be right back. So let's just start in the way that I did my makeup. I do really like the foundation. I would repurchase it, especially the bronzing color or the contour color, whatever you want to call it. I just think it blends out so nicely and so effortlessly, and it just looks so good on the skin. I do like that you can build the foundation up. I think the finish is just so beautiful, and I've never tried a stick foundation that had a finish like that. So just for that alone, I think it's worth it. I really love the minimalistic like look of it as well. So definitely would repurchase that. Definitely would recommend that, especially if you like the less makeup look type of deal. I also really love the blush. This is definitely my favorite blush that I've ever tried, from the color to how it works on the skin, how it stays on the skin. I also like to use it on my lips sometimes. Really great product. It doesn't pull too warm. It just makes you look like you're slightly flushed, and I really, really enjoy that. So next would be the eyebrow product. Now, would I buy this again? I don't think I would, because I don't particularly love this product. I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. There are other products that I like more. I also kind of just like to stick either with a pencil or some sort of powder for the brow and then setting it with a clear gel. I wouldn't say that it has amazing hold as to where you could like slick down your brows if you like the fluffy brow look, but it definitely is good if you like a very natural brow. Then I want to talk about this mascara. I would buy this a million times again and again and again and again. Everything about it is great, from how it looks like, how it goes on the eyes, how it stays on the eyes. It's just a great product. Would definitely buy this again. And last but not least, I also am obsessed with the lip stain. This totally outdoes the Fenty Glass Bomb that I really love, which I used to repurchase, but this is definitely going to be my go-to. I just think it's such a good color, so nice and moisturizing on the lips. It also has pretty good staying power, more than a lip gloss. It doesn't stick together. I find my lips to be way less chapped when I use this consistently, so especially for the winter time. Such a great product, really love it. And I forgot the brush. Honestly, really like the brush. If this ever for some reason breaks, I would totally buy another one. I think it's just really good for any kind of cream products, and I do love my cream products. So that is all that I have to say. Definitely Definitely love some items in here. Now, Merit is not a super cheap company, so bundling things together is definitely a less expensive way to get your hands on products. But obviously, if not all the products will work for you, buying a specific bundle isn't worth it. So I would say maybe try a couple products that you like and then work up to buying other products from the brand. I will be listing all of the links down below for each individual product, and I'll see if I have a code or will find a code for you to use to get like some sort of discount off your first order. So that's all that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.